Dylan, let's talk a little bit more baseball right now because the Cubs have a bit of a dilemma on their hands. We know that Jason Heyward is set to return to action on Saturday. He's been sidelined for 2 weeks with a sore knuckle on his right hand. Now, in his stead, rookie Ian Happ has surged in his place. He's hit .368 in 5 games, 2 homers, and 4 ribs. Legit or not, the Cubs should not send Happ back down to the minors and send somebody else and keep him up.
That's legit. I think that's totally legit. When you look at the Cubs right now, I'm going to give you a list of guys that are hitting below 250 right now. Javi Baez, Ben Zobrist, Wilson Contreras, Anthony Rizzo, Addison Russell, and Kyle Schwarber's hitting 186 and making just a mess of it out in the outfield.
Is that the guy you're pointing to?
I'm not pointing at Schwarber. You can't necessarily demote Schwarber at this point, but I'd take some ABs away from Kyle. I'd make him go through some extra outfield reps and get his glove a little more short and give him something to think about, just sort of rest a little bit and get out of the funk he's in. They're carrying 13 pitchers right now because if you remember last week, they had an extra inning game going into the Yankee series.
Get rid of the middle relievers.
They had Montero pitching a game, then the 18-inning game. So they brought up extra relievers. Hopefully they're caught back up. They've got a reliever named Pierce Johnson that's on the team. He's only pitched a couple thirds of an innings and not really pitched too well. I think he was there to just provide some relief and an extra arm in that bullpen to give a 13th pitcher on the roster. I think you can go down to 12. Joe Maddon goes to his starters and says, listen, let's go. Give me innings, okay? We're only carrying 12. We're not hitting. Rizzo's hitting 224. Schwarber's not hitting his weight.
No.
We need a little juice in here, and Happ is that guy. He can be that spark plug offensively. Dave, his on-base percentage is 500 right now. He's hitting for power. He's hitting for average.
They need him.
And he's provided life in this lineup. Even with Heyward coming back, I would still find ABs for Happ. Take some away from Schwarber and rotate the rest of that outfield and only go to 12 pitchers.
Let me just ask you about Schwarber. I get it. I'm with you. They probably would not do that. But if you send him down, the Dodgers did this to Yasiel Puig, maybe for different reasons. I get that. But it definitely seemed to send a message to Puig. Could it send one to Schwarber? Hey, you are not.
I'm not opposed to sending Schwarber down. Just because he's had some good postseasons in a row does not mean right now in May, while he's hitting 186, he's guaranteed at bats. He should be obligated at bats from the Cubs coaching staff and from manager Joe Maddon. For me, you got to sit him down, let him cool off a little bit, think about it, get some extra reps in the cages and with the glove out in the outfield, and get Happ in the lineup.
Get that bat in that lineup.
Great.